All right, I guess we're live on Facebook and also on YouTube. Hello, guys, and welcome to our weekly orientation here at 9.09er English Review and Tutorial Center. My name is Brian, one of your lecturers here in the center. And today we are going to talk about your various English exams and what countries you can go to, your different destinations for your overseas dreams, and what exams you're required to take. But before that, I want to know our audience composition on Facebook. So, to those people who are watching from Facebook, can you type where you're from? Like, what's your current location? Uh, Let me know down in the comment section if you want to also share this live meeting with your friends and family who might also benefit from this session. Yeah, please do invite them to attend tonight's orientation here at 9.09er. We usually hold live sessions like this every once in a while, not only to entice more candidates to prepare with us, but also to give useful and reliable information about your various English examinations so that you will not go astray. At the end of the day, the goal is to help you guys to pass or to clear your English exams and hopefully be able to live in an overseas country, particularly an English speaking nation, just like the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, or wherever else that speaks English, right? So, are you typing your locations already down in the comments section? I will just very quickly look at the comments section. Just give me some time to do that. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So um, let's start with the session for today. I'm sorry about that. We have some people from the Philippines, rainy evening to those people who are in Manila right now, and pleasant evening to all other people from other parts of the Philippines. And to those people who are from overseas countries, hello, welcome to the live session of 9.09er English Review and Tutorial Center. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're also going to talk about various English examinations for this very session. Okay, right. First, I would want to talk about going abroad because a lot of you guys are probably wishing to, hoping to, or probably planning to go overseas. You have dreams and aspirations in life in which you don't want to get stuck in this country of ours and you feel like you deserve something else. And that's totally understandable. Going abroad is not for everyone, but some people are actually dreaming of migrating to a first world nation that will offer to them the best quality of life, the work slash life balance that they have always dreamt of, and a great future, not only for themselves career wise, but also for their family members. They probably want to escape the situation that we have here in the country in which most people are underpaid and overworked. Many people might want to have, sort of a more relaxed kind of atmosphere. Others would want to just go abroad because they want to experience a different culture or maybe get exposed to a different environment or perhaps live in a country with different seasons. It's kind of hot here in the Philippines, right? So, whatever your purpose in life is, when you're moving to an English speaking country, an English examination is definitely required, be it the IELTS, OET, PTE, CELBIP, TOEFL, Duolingo English test, or MET. You will definitely need to take an English examination for you to land a job, study, work, or live permanently and eventually become a citizen of a foreign country. Whatever your purpose is, even if you were applying for a spouse visa, some people might be a little confused here because, a lot of people feel like having a foreigner partner is the way to go just to escape the Philippines and all that, only to find out that for you to apply for a spouse visa or for your what's this, fiance visa, you also need to take an English test. Can you imagine? You just wanted to find someone to actually lift you from the downtrodden situation that you're in, and then you still have to take an English examination. Unfortunately, again, as I've mentioned a while ago, if you're planning to go to an English exam, sorry, to an English speaking country, you will definitely need to take an English test, just like the English exams that are available right now, like the IELTS being the most popular one, right? So at this point, maybe a lot of you, and I want you to share this as well with new graduates or family members who just recently finished their college education. Because right now, you're not thinking of going abroad yet, or some of you are probably thinking of going abroad, but there's not really that much of an opportunity. Like there's the retrogression right now in the US and all that. But maybe in the future, in preparation for your overseas dreams of going abroad, you might want to prepare for your English examination as early as now, because it's not as simple and as easy as you think it is. What's more, your English examination is not a one-time transaction. It is going to be with you every step of the way, every stage or process of your application. And there might be a need for you to take an English examination more than once. Let me give you a situation. Say, for example, you want to study in Australia. So you will be taking the IELTS academic module or the PTE academic test to go to Australia. But when you land in Australia, you are now probably someone who has gotten already a qualification to work in Australia. But 2 years have already passed before you finished your course. By that time, your exam results will have expired. So if you are to apply for a position in Australia, um, you will definitely need to take another English examination. And in particular, you can take the PTE or the IELTS again, academic module. But after working in Australia for 2 years, you realize you want to be a permanent resident of Australia. You want to be a citizen of Australia. And so the opportunity knocks on your door. You're now eligible to migrate to Australia. You will need to take another English exam, because by that time, probably your English exams have already expired. So you will need to take another test and apply for permanent residency. And now, 5 years into it, becoming a permanent resident, you're now eligible to become a citizen. You will still need to take an English examination for citizenship purposes. But I know it gets a little complicated and all that, but there's a silver lining. Yes, there is a silver lining, because just in case, you become a citizen of an English speaking country, there will be absolutely no need for you to take another English examination ever again. So that's your last transaction and your last examination, and you will be a citizen already of a foreign country. It is a long road, I know, and every step of the way, it's going to be part of your life, but it's just normal. If you want to really attain your dreams in life and reach the pinnacle of your ambitions or aspirations, then you will have to sacrifice a bit. And part of that is learning English, learning how to speak, how to write, how to listen and read in English. All right. Hi, Janica. So, Janica is saying hi. Hello, guys. And guys, share our live with friends and family of yours who are taking an English exam, planning to go abroad, or maybe people you're pushing to go abroad. Because some have you experienced this? Like some of your family members are nudging you to go abroad. Like you have family members who have been telling you, "Oh, you go abroad. You don't have a future here in the Philippines. Like, it's time for you to process your application to go overseas. Like, you deserve something better in your life." And they keep on nudging you even if you want to stay here in the Philippines and all. So yeah, if you have friends and family members like that, you can share this with them. Probably this is going to propel them to greater heights or something. I don't know. Hopefully, it's gonna start or spark something. Okay. All right. So let's talk about your English exams. Before I get started, I would like to just very briefly introduce myself and talk about what exams I have personally taken. All right. I am an English trainer at 9.09er. My name is Brian Martinciosa, and I have taken a couple of these English tests and aced them. In particular, I have taken the IELTS, in which I've gotten perfect scores across the board in all of the components of the test. And then for PTE, I also took it in 2015 and got a perfect score across the board in all of the aspects of the test. But this session is not for me. It's for you. I want to talk about your dreams in life. I want to talk about your plans. And, just a few days ago, I was talking to my boss, and I was saying that, the IELTS actually really opens so many opportunities, like be it for work, for your career, for your studies, or for even like your migration prospects or any other prospect of, moving abroad. It opens so many gates for you. Like in my case, I took the examination with the intention of studying abroad, pursuing overseas studies, but some things did not materialize, and some plans do not actually turn out as we planned them. And I landed in IELTS training, but still there's an opportunity here. I'm still training, and I've been doing this for the past how many years? It's been, oh my goodness, more than 13 years of teaching IELTS, PTE, and all the other English examinations to candidates. But in some cases, it can flip your life around, turn things around, and change your life for the better, like a complete 360. And if I'm gonna have to describe the feeling of an IELTS trainer who sees all of his students succeed in life after passing an English exam, I would have to say that the word I would choose is fulfilled. Because being instrumental to the success of plenty, hundreds or thousands of students, and hundreds and thousands of individuals who are able to reach their dreams because they took an English examination is something that is worthwhile. Like, I have been a witness to the complete turnaround of the lives of thousands of people because of an English test. Because I know a lot of you feel like an English examination is a challenge or a roadblock, or maybe, one of the requirements that are really hard to fulfill, but I feel like it's not necessary, it's not required, and it's just so much pain and hardship on your part, but it's not. This is an English examination for greater opportunities. And the result of this is, if you pass this test and you're able to live a life abroad, your life will change for the better, not only for yourself, but also for your family. And the reason that you're going to take an English examination when you're planning to go to an English speaking country is that studies show that people who cannot thrive or who cannot survive, cannot communicate with the people that they get to encounter or meet in a foreign country, typically go back to their home countries. And these countries, I will name them: the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and Ireland want you, and want you typically for good. And when we say for good, they want you to not only contribute to their economy temporarily, contribute to their workforce temporarily, they want you there for good, for a very, very long time, until you probably become a citizen or you become a resident of these countries. They don't want you going home just because in your first few months you cannot adjust effectively due to the language barrier. So that is actually the reason that you have to take an English exam, so that when you land in that foreign country, people there would be able to communicate with you effectively, and you would be able to effectively integrate in that new culture and not have to go back to your home country. It's for you. A lot of people feel like, it's just an unnecessary requirement. It's just a waste of money, but it's not. It's for your own good, so that you will probably be able to succeed in a foreign country. So if you're not yet passing your English exam, then what it means is that you're not yet ready. You're not yet ready. And there is a great propensity that you will not survive in an English speaking country. So train yourself harder, work harder on your English, try your best to prepare so that you can get the scores that you require. And when you do, you would be confident in yourself that There is no language barrier that will get in the way of success in an overseas country. Okay. And of course, 9.09er is going to be your partner in helping you to ace your English exams. And Ton is asking here, sir, is there a way that we can book one-on-one coaching with you because your name's not on the list of coaches? Unfortunately, I do not do one-on-one coaching anymore, or I haven't done so for a long time because I'm a little bit occupied with a lot of things. But if that um, ever happens, like, maybe in the future, I'll let you know. And then, by the way, I would like to invite everyone on June 29, 2024, because we're going to be having our Grand Expo. This is going to be the very first English Exams Expo where you can win an English examination. You have a chance of winning cash prizes and a lot of other freebies. Like, some of you might win review packages, and some of you might actually get free books and free snacks and all that. So don't forget, Mega Mall, Mega Trade Hall, June 29, 2024. See you there. I will be there, and I'll be doing a few lectures there as well. So if you want to meet me in person, then yeah, let's interact on the 29th of June. All right, so I'd also want to announce that this June 2024, 9.09er, being your partner in your preparation for your English exams, is offering a promo for candidates who would want to study their English with us or prepare for their English exams with us. So the full list of prices are in the comments section. So just do read all of those promos. But for as low as 4,000 pesos, you get unlimited for life access to our resources and lectures. So you get to see me and other lecturers every once in a while when you're free and all that. One of the reasons I feel that candidates do not prepare for an English examination is they feel they don't have time. Am I right? Give me a heart if you feel like you don't have time for this. Like, you don't have time to prepare for an English exam. Like, you're so busy with your life, you're so occupied. There's just a lot of things in your mind right now. There's a lot of things on your plate, and you just can't squeeze in review time. And I totally understand that. Some of you are working, some of you have a family to take care of, some of you have house chores and all that, or some of you are jobless, but you are still busy. Like, I don't understand that, but some people are like that. They don't have work, they're a bum, but they're busy. They're very occupied in their lives. That's true. And so 9.09er has made it very convenient and very easy for you to prepare for your English exams. And one of the things that we do here at 9.09er is we actually offer lectures from 9 o'clock in the morning all the way to 12 midnight. Yep, 15 hours a day. 2 to 3 hours per session, and you can hop in anytime you want. You don't have to attend whole day or attend a class for an entire 2-3 days straight or for an entire batch of lessons. You can just hop in. If you have spare time, log into your device, join the live Zoom sessions, and you're going to be able to take advantage of the preparation that we offer here at your convenient time, even during the wee hours. If it's 9 p.m. to 12 midnight that you can attend, or 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. that you can attend, whatever your available time is, we offer classes for you. And what's more is we offer one-on-one tutorials for speaking and for writing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Can you imagine? Even during the wee hours at 2 a.m. or 12 midnight, if you're about to go to bed and you don't have anything to do, you can prepare by having a coach train you one-on-one for 20 minutes per session per student per day. Isn't that fun? Because we understand the struggle of living a life in which you're very occupied. But this is always something I tell students. I don't know if you can relate with this. Your life will not change. Like, tomorrow, your work will still be there. Your life will never stop until the last time you're working, until you retire. You will have work duties every day. You will have house duties. You will have family responsibilities, and your obligations will never stop. It's always going to be there every single day of your life. And unless you take that leap of faith and change your life, like invest some time for an examination that can change your life for the better, you will be stuck there. And if you're not actually happy with what you're doing right now, like with the work that you're doing, with the duties that you have, with your very busy life, if you're not happy with that and you're undercompensated situation right now, it will be like that for the rest of the time until you take that leap of faith and go abroad and, experience a different lifestyle and experience a different kind of uh appreciation from the professionals in your work and with the company that you're working for. So what I'm telling you is just sacrifice a bit of your time, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time, maybe an hour a day preparing for your English examination, preparing for your future. And one fine day, you will wake up with your positive English exam results and an opportunity to leave the situation that you're currently in and change your life for the best. Yeah. So it's just supposed to be very consistent. I mean, I'm not asking you to prepare for the entire day. I'm not asking you to review for 24 hours, for 8 hours, even not even for 4 hours, but make it consistent. If this is the only time you can use to prepare 30 minutes a day, so be it. Right? Just squeeze it in your schedule because unless you actually do something to change your life will never change. It will be stuck like that for the end of time. Okay. All right. Let me just acknowledge some of our comments. So Glenn is saying, "Hi, coach, watching from Pangasinan. Hello from Anda, Pangasinan. Hi, Glenn. I can relate having a toddler while reviewing and practicing is not that easy. It is never easy. But if you're doing something that is not easy, it means you're doing something great because you're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? I think you will agree with me. Give me a heart if you do. Like if you're experiencing some difficulty when you're feeling all the strain, it means to say you're setting yourself up for something better in life because you're already starting to step out of what's comfortable for you. You're stepping out of what is convenient for you, what is just super easy and super you know um rudimentary for you or mundane. So it's like you're going up to another level because before you experience all of the uh you know like the uh blessings coming in and flowing in, you'll have to work hard for them. Nothing comes easy in this world. But if you sacrifice a little bit and you're able to overcome all of the difficulties, surely there's a silver lining that's waiting for you, right? I should know. Yeah, we have had a lot of hardships as well as a company here at 9.09, or it's never like all ups. We have had our downs, but we're still here surviving. It means to say we're doing something great. Okay. So, right. Now, even more so, I understand some students. I don't know if you're this kind of student, you don't have time even to have a 20-minute coaching session. Like, you don't have time for that as well. And that's why we are offering our AI powered writing correction. Okay. Right. So if you register for our discounted IELTS exam fee in the Philippines, by the way, you don't have to pay the full price for your IELTS if you get your exam processed with us. We give you discounted IELTS exam fees. We process your examination for free. And at the same time, you get 1 month of free access to our AI powered writing correction. Isn't that fun? AI powered writing correction is when you just submit your writing tasks, and our AI utility, which we have painstakingly programmed, will take care of your evaluation. So that's really fun. And you can get this for as low as 12,400 pesos. The regular price for your regular IELTS exam is 12,720 pesos. So you get to save, and at the same time, you get additional benefits. So all of those perks, right? So what are you waiting for? Book your exams at 9.09, or maybe not now, but maybe in the future. I'm just actually talking about this just in case, some of you are not yet taking your examination very soon. And yeah, we do have our AI powered writing assessment as well, available to our students for a low price of 750 pesos per month. So if that's the only thing that you can avail for yourself, like, AI powered utilities for your training so that you can have your writing assessed, then we have that offered as well here at 9.09, because we are a master of innovation and technology, right? Um, yeah. What else? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. So some people are actually very frustrated. I don't know if you're that one person, especially do we have nurses here who are watching, or can you share this with your nurses, with other nurses as well? I've heard that there has been a regress in the retrogression in the US retrogression for nurses. Okay, so our visibility has just been released and it went back 11 months. Instead of progressing, it regressed. So a lot of people are saying, "Oh my gosh, this is hopeless." But among all of the countries that we have right now, if you're talking about the benefits, the lifestyle, the quality of life, and everything, the U.S. still and the pay, most importantly, the U.S. still is still on top of the game. So I feel that right now you shouldn't be frustrated. It is a temporary setback. It is not a permanent thing, and you can wait. Right. So it's just, something that pulls you back a little bit, but doesn't really stop you from chasing your dreams. Maybe for now, what you should do is to prepare your documents. If you haven't had your NCLEX yet, then you probably need to prepare for that as well. You study your English so that you could possibly, when the time comes, take your examination for your visa screen and all that. This is the time for you to collect your documents, collect your experience, not sorry, gain experience at the hospital or something, or maybe do something worthwhile, be it a hobby or something that you feel will probably entertain you, or perhaps something that you could probably profit from. Maybe find jobs for yourself, or you can even temporarily go to the UK or Ireland or somewhere else until the US retrogression is over. Find something to do, because you can't just, cry over something and be depressed about all of those things, because, how we react to things is what we can control. And what's beyond that, we cannot control. There are just some things in life, and this is something that I've learned in life generally. There are some things in life that you can't control. Like, no matter how you try wiggle yourself out of things, if this is bound to happen, it's bound to happen. But how you react to that will be the one that kind of makes you a little bit sane. Like, you find comfort in knowing that there are things that you can modify in yourself and how you react to things around you. And I think that's what you should do generally. Just think of what you can do for yourself, for your own self improvement, rather than to just think of all of the negative things that are going on around you, or all of the things that you have no control over, because it's just going to frustrate you. It's very depressing, and it can kind of consume you and might actually demotivate you, and not anymore give you that drive to reach your dreams. And always eyes on the prize. Like, maybe there's a temporary setback right now. You shouldn't focus on this. You should focus on the life that you could live abroad. Your own house, your own car, your family members there, and a brighter future that you've paved yourself for your family, because you know that here in the Philippines, they will not have that much of a future. You get my point, guys? You look at that prize and not actually this temporary setback. So don't lose hope. Just keep on working and towards reaching your dreams. Prepare, make sure that you do not let go of the dream. And one fine day, you would notice that everything is going your way and there will be a future ahead of you. Right. So, yeah, that's super important, especially when there are temporary setbacks like this. Okay. Right. Love the cat tree and a cute cat there with you. Yeah. Thank you, Angel. Actually, I have a lot of cats here. I have four. There are more cats here than people. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. It's like taking care of four toddlers. Yeah. Okay, so Glenn is asking, dreaming to go to New Zealand where my husband is currently working. Actually, I'm thinking twice, knowing that I already had a permanent job in our country, but I wanted to try something new. Glenn, and that's also something. And I would want to kind of echo what Glenn is saying here. There's no harm in trying something. If you don't like it, the Philippines will always be here with open arms, welcoming you back. You get my point? Like there's no harm in trying. Like, in my life, I've also tried plenty of application routes. They're just not for me. But there's no harm in trying. At least I tried, and then I realized along the way it's just not for me. And I'm here in this profession right now. But maybe it's for you, and you'll never really know because you haven't tried. So just try and try until you still have the opportunity. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. You can always go back and live your life here in the Philippines. And don't think that the work that you have right now is the only occupation that you will ever have for the rest of your life. Like nobody's going to accept you. I mean, the kind of mentality of us being denied all the time, like you're getting too old, we're becoming like disqualified for many posts and positions. It's not like that. The world is an open space, okay, and it's a wide ocean. There's just so much opportunity for you, and all you need to do is to keep on hunting for what is the right one, the perfect one for you, right? So always step out of your comfort zones, and again, you can always go back to the comfort zone just in case it doesn't work out for you. Yeah, that's a very good kind of disposition in life, I guess. All right. Now, at this point, I would want to talk about how to prepare for an English exam. The first thing that you need to do is to be exposed to the language. And I totally understand K drama is life, and that's also the same for me sometimes. Like, I get addicted to all of these Asian shows and all that. But if you're preparing for an English examination, it's time to do away with Korean TV. Not for good, but temporarily until you pass your English test. Because the more you consume English, the more you get to recognize it and understand it better. So, exposure is the key. So, start watching American TV shows or perhaps British TV shows to help you to kind of get to know the accent. Also, try to improve your vocabulary and your intonation, your pronunciation, and all that. So, by watching TV, which is, by the way, a very entertaining thing, don't get me wrong, you're already learning how to, use the language a little bit better and improve yourself in the process. Secondly, it is very important, and I hope you're listening and I hope you're sharing this with your friends. It is very important that you get accurate information because not because you're good in English, it's always the case that you're going to get a good score in an English test. It's not like that. Sometimes, even if you're good with the language, you still end up not getting the score that you desire. And the precise reason for that is that these exams are so different from each other. There are certain requirements that you have to comply with. There are certain criteria that you will have to fulfill to get the scores that you want for various English exams. And sometimes because you're consuming the wrong information, you're actually training yourself and setting yourself up for failure. So make sure that your resources are correct. And the best resources, if you don't want to review with 9.09er yet, are the ones that you can get from the official sites of IELTS, OET, PTE, etc. And of course, 9.09er. We take pride in producing some of the top scorers of various English exams in the history of these tests. All right. And as well, I would like to inform you that after you have practiced, you have to have someone you trust, or maybe your coaches here at Niner, to tell you how you're faring. Because sometimes, because the errors that you're actually committing are very common for you, you don't recognize them. Like the mistakes that you're making, you don't recognize them because you have been, committing the same mistakes over and over again. But if you have a second pair of eyes, look at your work or listen to your speech or the way you talk, then you would actually recognize some things that you don't recognize yourself, right? So there are things that you don't realize because you have become desensitized to your own errors. So that's going to be your pitfall. Like that's a dangerous overconfidence on your part. So have someone listen to you, have someone check your writing, and then give you feedback on your performance, especially an expert like those from 9.09er. And finally, do not, and this is actually a piece of advice I give to everybody, not only to those students of Niner, do not take the exam if you're not yet ready. you're just going to set yourself up for a lot of anguish and despair, right? If you take your examination and you're ill prepared, don't expect to get a good score. I mean, it's cynical. It might sound a little negative, but that's how it is. If you're not prepared, you're not going to pass. Simple. If you're prepared and you take the examination with full confidence that your performance level is on par with the standards that you require, you will not fail. And all you're doing is just taking the exam, waiting for your results. It's just a sort of formality because you know deep in your heart that you have the propensity, the capability, and the aptitude to pass the examination. You will not flunk, and you're just taking the examination because it's a requirement. But your English level, your ability to take the test, and also your strategies are all on point. And you will definitely just wait for your test results to come out, knowing confidently that you're going to get the right score instead of praying hard that you get a good score because you know your performance level is not good enough and you're just expecting a miracle to happen. You get my point? Don't take the exam when you're not yet ready. No amount of pushing, no amount of nudging from other people should influence you to take the exam when you're not ready because that's not their mental health at stake. It's yours. When you flunk an English examination, it's so painful, not only because of the amount of money that you spend for the exam, but also because of the amount of preparation and effort to put into your review, and at the same time because of the worthlessness you feel of yourself, having your entire dreams crash before you, like all of those things that you have planned for, dreamt of, shatter in front of you. It can make you lose yourself. So don't take the examination when you're not yet ready. It's a very dangerous thing, and you might just give up totally on your dreams. So take the examination when you have the confidence and competence to pass the exams, things that you would actually glean or learn along the way as you prepare with 9.09er, and maybe when you use our materials. For those people who don't want to review with us personally or pay because they don't have money yet or whatnot, you know um, they don't have the budget for it, we have available resources on YouTube. We have available resources in our TikTok channel. We have available resources here on our Facebook page, and we do live streams of classes as well every once in a while. Take advantage of all of them, and then take the examination with confidence that you have the ability to clear your exams, and it's going to be a little bit lighter on your part and not so stressful when you take the examination. After all, confidence is the key to success most of the time. Okay. All right. So thank you so much to all of you guys, right? So let me just read a few of my comments. Deeply appreciate your advice, sir, according to Glenn. Yeah, you're most welcome. All right, so take the exam when you're ready. And hopefully you will choose 9.09er as your exams processor. We process PTE, IELTS, and OET discounted exam fees. So can you imagine if you book your exams with us, you're going to take advantage of the promotion. And we're also going to assist you in the booking of your exams. You don't have to go through all of the difficulty of booking your examination and registering by yourself, paying by yourself using your credit card. And sometimes you don't have international credit card access, so it always gets declined. We can assist you in that process. You just have to pay us in cash. We also provide discounts for you, and we're going to process this. Even if you're not a Niner student, this is open for everybody, not just for people who are taking the examination and preparing with Niner, but also those people who are just taking the examination on a whim, or might have had already some experience with exams in the past and they're just retaking the test, or perhaps those people who just prepared by themselves and want to take the test. This is available for everyone. All you need to do is to send us an email at exams@nineronlinereview.com. Let me repeat that for you guys: exams@nineronlinereview.com, or message this page for assistance on booking your tests, and you're going to be able to avail our discounted rates for various English exams. Okay, so Glenn actually booked her exam through 9.09. All right, so that's about it for me. I hope you guys would have a very positive learning experience training for your English exams, and I hope this session kind of helps you to have a different point of view when you're taking an English examination and not just consider it to be a difficult roadblock along the way. and instead you think of it more of a positive thing, and that's going to change as well your mindset and how you perceive your examination and how you actually attain success in your various English tests. Once again, my name is Brian from 9.09er English Review and Tutorial Center. If you want to learn more with us, or if you want to attend my classes, I usually teach every Tuesdays live on our platforms. I shall see you in one of your future classes here at 9.09er. Have a safe one, everyone. It's a rainy Friday evening. I shall see you again next time here at 9.09er's Facebook page. Bye for now.